This is tutorial. You will see how to create a news item on the IG system. Firstly, go to the menu bar where it says Admin and click on Admin. Then choose News. And this brings us to the list of all the news items that have been sent out beforehand. In today's demonstration and tutorial, we will try and replicate the Men's Golf Club of the Year 2022 so that you can see what we're going to produce at the end. If I move over here and click View, we've chosen this news item because it contains a photograph as well as text. Some of the text is emboldened, some is not, and there are links to other pages. So in this tutorial, we will learn how to do all of those things. So let's go back to Admin, choose News, and now we choose Add a News Item. Click, top right-hand corner. It automatically presents us with a template that has the date automatically entered. I recommend you don't use expiry date, and this news item is relevant to both the men's club and the overall club news. So we choose a tag here, which is men's tag, and let us say club news. You can choose any or all of those tags. The next thing we need to start off with is the headline for the news article. And you can type in your text here, but I prepared some text to make it a little bit quicker. So in here, you type your text. In this case, Men's Golfer of the Year is. The next thing you do is you put in a short summary of the article. This is text only, no embellishments to it, and it's one paragraph. You can simply type in the text here. And again, for speed, I have prepared some text, which we'll copy in. So there's the text that will now show as the summary of the article. Then we move down to the main body of the news item. And here we again, we enter our text. For speed, I have copied the text from the earlier one. And you would type in your text, which is unformatted. So with our text in place, we have access to a menu bar which gives us some options that we can choose around our text. So for example, this one icon here allows us to embolden any text. So if I choose the name Jim McNeilis and click bold, it becomes emboldened. And I can choose other names, for example, that I might want to highlight for the members to see, and click bold, click Graham McHugh's name here, and choose bold, etc. You can also italicize, underline, strike out, etc. You can also introduce bulleted lists or numbered lists by clicking on these options here. You can also then align the text left, centered, right aligned, or block text, and cut and paste as you would normally. There are other options here which include styling. So for example, if you wanted to change the style of a particular line of text, we would select it. It's currently paragraph, which is the default. And if we change it to, for example, heading 3, the line changes to that style. And there you can play around with up to what is 5 styles. So the next items allow you to link and import images. So the first thing we're going to do is I want to import an image into this news item. So I'll place the cursor at the beginning where it says congratulations, and I will insert a few lines. And now I'm going to insert the photograph in here. To do that, we go to the image icon, and if you hover over it, it will say image. Click on it. And now we need to find the image that we want to put into our news item. Go to the Browse Server option and click. That will take us to the Newland server on the IG system in the cloud. And items can be stored, images can be stored in various folders. In this case, we're going to choose miscellaneous for our image. Double click on miscellaneous. Now, in this demonstration, the image we want is not already there. We have it on a PC or on our own network. So we now want to add an image to the folder. To do that, having opened the folder, we go to Upload. Click Upload. And now you can drop the image in here or click on it to browse your PC directory or your network directory. So for example, if I click to browse, it will pull up various files on my computer, and I can identify the image that I want to use, which is here, Jim McNeilis, GOI 2022. And if I click open, it will load it for me. That's one way of uploading. An alternative way is simply to drag the image from my desktop into this area, and it will automatically upload. That's the quickest way and the most convenient. So I'll do that now. On the right of my desktop, which you can't see in this tutorial, I have the image, which I will drag in and drop here, and you'll see it automatically uploads the image. I now return to Files, and here is the image I want to use, Jim McNeilis, GOI, Golfer of the Year 2022. I select the image, choose Insert, and then click OK. And now the image is popped into my news item. You can resize the image by simply hovering over it with the mouse and grabbing the corner handles to resize it larger or smaller to fit your news item. Next thing we want to look at is how do we link some text in the news item to another page on the Newlands website. So for example, here at the bottom of this news item, it says you can go to see the Men's Club Golfer of the Year 2022 information by going to Competitions, Ongoing, and choose Men's Club Golfer of the Year from the top-down menu, or you can click here. So we're going to make the text click here a linkable set of text. But firstly, to do that, we need to know the URL of the page that we're going to go to. So I'm going to now go to Competitions, Ongoing, and find the Men's Club Golfer of the Year. So to do that, I go to the I go to a home page. Go to Competitions, go to Ongoing, choose 2022, and there's the Golfer of the Year page we're referring to. Click on it, and it will open that page for us. And here is the URL at the top of the page. I will copy that, select it, and copy it. And I now go back to our news item. So how do I, to link the words click here to that page, I highlight and select the words, then go to this link icon at the top of the frame, click on it, and it asks us for the URL we wish to go to. And of course, you just copy that. So I'll paste it in and click OK. And now the text has changed to underlined blue. And that is now a linkable piece of text. At any point in the exercise, we can scroll down to the bottom of a news item and choose Save Draft. By clicking on Save Draft, it saves the work so far to allow us to go away and do something else and come back, or else just make sure we're saving as we go. And here is our draft document at the top. When we go and visit it here, we can go back to edit it, or we can choose to view it. And if we click View, it will show us what it looks like on the web. And here we can see our images in there, all of our text is there. Here's the text we changed, which we might decide, no, that's not really what we want, and I'll show you how we'll modify that again. And down here, we have our click here is yellow and underlined, and if I click on it to test it, it takes us to the Men's Club Golfer of the Year 2022, a separate page on the site. So you can see if that works. I click back. Now, if we go back to our administration page and now choose Edit, which brings us back to our news item. We didn't like the look of this Golfer of the Year line, which is, when we select it, you see it's heading 3. So we'll make that paragraph just like all the others as it fits in better. And for example, we can choose to then take Golf of the Year 2022, the headline here, and make it bold so it stands out a bit more in our document. And the final thing I'll show you here in this tutorial is you can insert a white line across the news item, which helps to break the text up visually. So for example, if I want to put a line in here to separate these paragraphs, I'll click where I want the line to go, and we move up here and choose this icon, which has got a sign of a line in the middle. If I click on it, it says it inserts a horizontal line, which is there. Now if I go and save draft and go back and look at our work, save draft, here's our draft, click view, and now you can see our horizontal line has been entered, and it helps break the text up visually. And we can see we've emboldened our GOI, and the yellow line which you had earlier on here has been changed to make it more attractive. So if we go back then and edit our document is now ready to be published. We have our photograph in, we've modified the text, we've put in our link, and we're ready to go. All we need to do now is click publish. When you click publish, it will be instantly sent to all the phones of all the members in the club. So clearly you would check the draft once or twice to make sure it's okay before you go. However, when it's published, if you then find that you've made an error, a typo, or the like, or you want to change the name, you can come back at any stage to this edit page, make a change, and it will automatically update all the messages sent out without alerting the members with another alert. It will simply be done quietly in the background if you do spot that you've made an error. So there's no problem fixing things afterwards. Okay, I trust this helps you create your next news item. Thank you.